Clearwater Bullets fast pitch team in the house.
Yeah.
Strike at the knees. 3-2.
That changeup is working, and she's starting to throw it a lot more in backward counts too. Really throwing Florida State off with just being able to locate that pitch a lot better.
Enfield drives it deep center field and over the wall for a home run. Her second of the season makes it a one-run game.
Well, so this is interesting because the pitch prior was a 3-1 count, and Edenfield, I think she thought she had 2 strikes. She looked like she was struck out and walking back on a changeup. So 3-1 changeup. Edenfield starts to leave thinking she's struck out. Come back with another changeup. What does Edenfield do? Boom, blasts it out of the park. And she's like, I don't want to feel that again. I don't want to strike out again, at least in my head. The feeling of striking out. I'm going to make up for it right here. That's right.
And it is back to back. Hallie Waycaser. Her first of the year. Wow. The last 2 pitches, home runs, and it's tied.
And the sound off the bat is just so sweet. The crack of the bat and barreling up these last 2 pitches. Edenfield home run and then Waycaser home run. And Florida State able to tie up this game. We're just bragging on the Tinsley changeup. That wasn't it. The Enfield one was. This one wasn't trying to get up and in her hands, but she's just on time for it. Love the reacts in the dugout, especially Enfield's too, as she saw it go over the fence. She had a great react when she was headed to second base. I mean, look at the energy. I see new pitcher for UCLA.
Jada Cecil going to enter the game. As UCLA has seen their 2-run lead disappear. Junior from Temecula enters the contest for the Bruins.
Jada Cecil, transfer pitcher for UCLA that they brought in. They're going to try to slow things down. She's not going to throw with the same velocity as Taylor Tinsley. More spinny, a little bit lower in the zone. This is where she got her outs last year at San Diego. More natural screw, curve, rise, and change speeds too. 2023 Big West Pitcher of the Year. Just going to need to attack the zone and just try to be a different look. I mean, it's one of the things when you're coming in behind someone, you know they're throwing more rise ball, change up, try to work on expanding the strike zone, maybe keeping a little bit more at the knees. And just anything to be a different look. Sometimes it's a little extra pause at your pre-motion, just anything to try to get those hitters out of rhythm.
Speaking of home runs, how about this game going on right now? Northwestern and LSU. Here's Allie Newland with LSU down 4, and now they're not down 4 anymore. That is a grand slam. Center field in the bottom of the 6th inning. And LSU and Northwestern are tied at 12.
These games already have just been so wild. It's so many close games, too.
Yeah. Well, you're never out of it, right? Even when you're down by 6 runs, you're like, no, we're not out of it.
Not a lot. I mean, you got to see a shutout yesterday, but I don't think there's going to be a lot of that here.
First time for back-to-back homers for Florida State since May 7th of 2022. Edenfield and Waycaser go back-to-back.
And I'm interested to see how UCLA works their pitchers today, because this is not just a one-off game that UCLA plays today. They have to then go on later to play Georgia. So having to face the FSU offense and then the Georgia offense,
is a tall task, even when you feel like you have a deep pitching staff, a couple of aces on your staff. I'm interested to see how they work it and how their pitchers react to these innings against these two good offenses.
Almost looked like it hit the knob of the bat as well, but apparently got some of the hand of Amaya Ross. Or off the elbow. Let's see. Oh, there's the Evo Shield coming into play. Got the elbow guard.
You become a lot more willing to take a hit by pitch when you have the Evo Shield guarding your elbow.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have two pitchers in the booth.
We just need Danielle here with us to...
Danielle, Lori. That's all we need is you three together.
Mark was just wiping sweat off his brow. I saw that.
Ooh, imagine.
We need a defibrillator up here if that was the case.
Yeah, 100%.
Well, I think Coach I may have thought what I initially thought, but then we see it and it was definitely off the elbow guard. But
well, and to the point too, I think we've talked at times about the game and the river and the lines, the way that the river really on the inner half of the plate is non-existent anymore, where hitters are leaning over, and so pitchers, where do you throw? You throw on the corner, right? Or you try to come inside and you end up hitting batters. So it is an interesting conversation that coaches have during the NFCA meetings and rule changes and what do? Do we make the river larger? We are the same size as baseball, but yet our ball is larger than a baseball.
I love it when you make that point. I think that is such a wow moment, especially because of the Evo Shield, Mark. I know you're giving us a hard time about it, but you're not as scared to toe up on the line and completely take what is the river, the small river, away.
no, I don't doubt it. I mean, if I were forced to go up there, I'd be in a full body Evo Shield. So I understand why they wear them.
Maybe they can make one for you.
And then Amanda will
maybe you need it to work together. I can punch you a lot up here. So
you are a physical analyst, I'll give you that. Well, number 20 and number 5 tied at 4. Coach I's had her say, and Kaylee Budge comes off the bench. There goes Ross. Safe. Her 5th stolen base in as many tries this year. Mudge hits it up the middle and into center field. Ross to the plate, throw coming home, and just a tad late from Olchin. Mudge off the bench gives Florida State back the lead at 5-4.
Trying to get Mudge 100%, but when you have a senior leader like this come off the bench and just take a pitch on the upper half outside and drive it right back up the middle with the speed of Amaya Ross, easily going to score from second base. And the Noles now have the lead back 5-4.
Such a weapon to have somebody like her with the experience she has coming off the bench.
Fifth-year player coming through to give her team back the lead. UCLA discussing. I don't think we've mentioned this dynamic. That Rob Schweier he's taken over the pitching. Lisa Fernandez has changed her role. It's different dynamic here than what we're used to with UCLA's pitching.
Yeah, Schweier comes in as a new pitching coach, and he's obviously in the bullpen along with Kelly Inouye Perez, who, great catcher in her day, wanted to really see what the pitchers were doing. So yeah, different mix-up. Lisa Fernandez now controlling more of the hitting, as well as Kirk Walker. I mean, Kirk can do it all.
Yeah, they all could dip their toe in the pitching department for sure. They all have before in their career and first season.
Yeah, he was Brooke Yanez's personal coach for a while, and did a lot of lessons and stuff there in the LA area. First pitch swinging, line to right. Megan Grant climbs the ladder to make the catch. Kerr absolutely undressed that ball and
Next batter, shortstop.
Turns into a very loud out. Coming up tomorrow, college hoops begins with number 9 Duke and Florida State. That's 2 Eastern. Then from Norman, Kansas and OU. And finally, number 22 Kentucky and 13th ranked Auburn square off in a Sonic blockbuster. Say that fast. College game day. Our coverage begins with college game day, 10 a.m. Eastern time tomorrow. Luis Torres has grounded out and struck out. Another line drive. This one, Tesimala Ulu. So a couple loud outs to end the inning, but Florida State goes back to back.
They answer right back after UCLA gets on the board. Michaela Edenfield takes charge, hitting the changeup out of here, and then Waycaser, they go back to back and score 3.